5 hours later.
Five
It has
hours
been
later.
5 hours.
5 hours later and a new laptop. What were we? Oh, we were talking about your freshman year because I was not a
Oh yeah,
part of
that's right.
that,
My freshman year of theater.
and I disconnected.
My theater career, my freshman year. I suppose it all started when my English teacher offered up extra credit.
I've heard that. That's probably the only thing I've heard about your what you did at theater. Is that oh, I needed the extra credit.
So when she said, I'm offering up extra credit to anyone who would be willing to help out with the recent theater show,
So was
I
she a part
said,
of the theater stuff at the time?
she was like Mr. Rice had taken a break from it for a little bit, and she took over for insert reason here. To be honest with you, I could not tell you why.
Ah, okay.
I just know that that's what happened. So she took over theater, and the show that she requested that I damn, offer my assistance with was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, I believe, or was Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay.
And I ran Spotlight for both of those shows.
My
actually.
guy, we both started at lighting.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess it all really started there. That's when I met a lot. That's when I met a lot of individuals. That's where I met Kamiar.
Yes. Oh, Kamiar.
Let's see. I met the one individual who I can confirm
Oh, hey,
that. Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh no, these people are gonna ruin this. We gotta make it to the other side. Okay, where are they going? I'm going this way. Go on without me.
Oh, you stayed alive though. Nice.
That's okay, I made it. I'm going in. So, point is, it was a very interesting time. Theater freshman year. That's where I met a lot of individuals, and that's when I really got hooked onto theater. It only went downhill from there.
When I joined.
Yeah, and then I told this idiot named Colin that he should join because it would be an easy A, and little did he know how much I was actually lying.
I joined just to do some backstage stuff. Cal was like, dude, you don't even have to go on stage, you just work backstage and it's super easy. Oh boy. For one thing, I hated the backstage stuff. But I was so happy because Moses, good old Matthew, was in theater. And he was one of my only friends other than you in that class. And he made it pretty fun.
He
dipped after.
on us for Annie.
Boy Matthew. Basically the day we did Annie, or like the day before, he was like, I'm gonna be sick. And so,
yeah, I plan on being sick.
So he didn't show up to Annie. But you know, that's Annie for you.
Yeah, that was Annie. Annie was a train wreck, and I guess that transitions into my sophomore year and your freshman year.
But I really enjoyed the experience though, and like showing up to rehearsals.
I did too, for sure.
And like doing all the improv stuff. Because for one thing, Rice was really good at improv games. That's one thing I think he's really good at.
Yeah, Rice is really good at improv games. If he's good at anything, it's the improv games. But
and then, I think it was the first theme scene week where we brought in Cody with a K.
Cody with a K. How could we ever forget such a legend?
But yeah, so theme scenes started my acting career.
And theme scenes were fire too. Like
I actually kind of enjoy. I would love to do them now. Like before, I didn't really like it, but
I talked to Heinrich about it. Like, yeah, we used to do these things called theme scenes every week, and they were actually super fun to do. And she was like, "Yeah, I'll think about it." And then like we never got an actual theme scene, or nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I have your first theme scene. I recorded it on my phone.
Yeah.
So I have that video.
Okay, where were we?
Talking about
sophomore year. Annie was a mess. Theme scenes. Here we go. The theme scenes were an absolute blast to do for sure, and I kind of miss that we didn't do any this last year. But to be honest with you, I think with the amount, the not adding certain people in the classroom, but they may not have been the best at theme scenes.
I mean, no one was. There's a lot of people. I feel like my freshman year that weren't really good at theme scenes. I don't think I was that good at them. I liked writing them though, so.
Yeah, I really liked the like writing the scenes, and I liked acting in them to a degree. Like it really
It
depended
depends
on
on
my
if you had a
team.
good scene and a good
Yeah,
team. Like,
flashback to when Rice put me with
yeah.
the worst people in the class, and if you end up watching this, I hated you, and I know you hated me too. So we're on mutual ground here.
Oh, come
In that
on.
case. Okay, honestly, like, imagine losing this, Colin.
Come on, come on. I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. Okay. Oh, you have a tail. No! Don't grab me.
Yikes.
You know, I didn't want to
That's
spend time without you, so.
Of course, of course. I will never, ever, ever forget the first theme scene that was ever written for me. Because I think it was me, Moses, and one other individual that did not want to act or do anything, so they were the narrator. And I think it had something to do with like something not being able to float, and I was chasing this guy as a Moses as a police officer, and
I
he
remember
started
that, or like
shooting at me.
Matthew was like, you guys were like fighter jets or something, because I remember Matthew like pretending to be in a plane and like with a gun going.
Yeah, that's
I
exactly.
remember that.
I want to try and remember what the theme was. Like, I almost want to say the theme was escape or something like that.
Remember when we always tried to do SpongeBob scenes, and we did.
Oh yeah, we always did.
Put the
like,
money in the bag. We acted out that whole scene for a theme
and
scene
everyone
once.
caught on to it. Everyone was not okay with it.
What did we do freshman year other than Annie? The puppet show.
Yeah, we did the puppet show. Let's see.
Did we film stuff?
Ace
That just got
Detectives.
We did Ace Detectives when Tristan was there, so we did that my sophomore year.
Oh, okay. Man, then what did we film that freshman year, if anything at all?
What did we
Because
do?
I honestly don't remember if we
freshman-
filmed anything.
Oh, I might not make it. I didn't make it.
Wow, imagine not making it on the first round. Couldn't be me.
I was too focused on the conversation.
I'm Fall Guy 1050, by the way.
But what did we do?
I don't remember, man. I don't remember a thing from my sophomore year, really.
There's Annie.
I think there was Annie, and I think Almost Maine was another one that happened during that year.
Yeah, but I wasn't a part of that.
Yeah, neither was I. I noped out of that really fast.
So I don't remember any projects other than the puppet show, but I feel like we only did that like the last week of school.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I don't remember. The puppet show was super fun to do, though.
I
forget. Were you?
Me and Isaac were the wizard.
That's right. And I was the cowardly lion.
There we go. Yes, and that was fun. I did really enjoy doing the puppet show to all the like 5-year-olds.
Yeah, I remember the savage 5-year-olds that would raise their hand and then not have a question.
Yes, I told Miss Heinrich about that, and she thought it was pretty funny. Because that's a mood, dude. You freaking did good. Oh, you got this.
Come here! Oh, I was really hoping to take that from him.
But yeah. So we can move on from my freshman year because nothing happened.
Yeah, nothing crazy happened.
But I guess I
Your
liked it
sophomore
enough.
year.
I liked it enough to take it again. So something I guess happened.
Yeah, something good happened there where you liked it enough to do it again.
And then sophomore year,
Then-
I was so much more confident. And
I feel like my confidence level never really increased or decreased. I was always the middleman of I can do this if I'm called upon to do it.
yeah,
Otherwise, if my friends are up there, like, sure, I'll go up there and mess around. But I never liked doing freeze with certain individuals because it'd be a hard carry for me, you know?
dude, I just never liked. I feel like freshman year freeze was the best. But
I agree, because we had
weird.
all of those super good seniors there, and like, and I mean, come on, we were cool.
We had Isaac,
Yeah, and then there was Isaac.
and he's a freeze legend. But oh, I have to find you again. But yeah, and then sophomore year though, so your junior year, that's when
Yeah.
we I feel like we did stuff. For one thing, we read like a book half the time.
Oh. Kind of hoping I would make that. That's okay. Excuse me, pal.
But we what was the first project we did? Short films?
I think so.
Or when did we do the script? Like,
The script was something we did towards the
was it towards the end? Or
end. I believe it was something more towards the end of that. Okay, I am really bad at those.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know
am I.
how.
That's my least. You just gotta take him slow.
I don't have time to take it slow. I don't need sleep. I need answers.
Okay. But yeah. So either way, I know we did the stop motion videos, which Brooke won. She shouldn't have. I took like over 1,000 photos of that Rubik's Cube.
Dude, I
And-
did so much for mine. I think I did stop motion of me baking cookies or something like that.
Yeah, and you weren't there, were you?
No, I
On the
wasn't
day we
there.
showed everybody's.
I forget where I was that day. I think I had planned on being sick that day.
Yeah. And then
But
there's something. Oh, and we did those videos where Rice gave us clips. And we had to edit that, and I made
We
yours.
gave us clips and we had to like do something with them. I remember that.
You asked me to make yours, and I did. I put the stupidest song behind it of like a chicken clucking with a remix behind it, and if I can find it, I'll put it in this video. But
Yeah, and it worked. Sorry, Mr. Rice, but Colin did that project for me.
yeah, that wasn't Kyle. Let's take away his diploma now. But
Yeah, take away my diploma. It'll mean literally nothing.
But yeah, so that was a little fun project, I think.
I feel like I could have tried to do the project, but I was legitimately too lazy to even bother.
Like honestly,
To be honest with you.
I think that sophomore year is probably my favorite year in theater so far. Mainly because of I really enjoyed the projects we did, and then I loved doing the script so much. God, wow, what a
Did you
guy!
see that?
Yes.
So someone step
Something-
on this platform. He made it.
Oh, they're all
I'm
still
a
over
genius.
there.
Sophomore year projects. Let's talk about Ace Detectives.
Ace Detectives. That was a good time. That was such.
That
a good
was-
We literally leave for the whole class just to film.
Yeah, that was the funnest stuff I think I've ever done. And to this day, I remember our idea of you peek your head out, like one of us peeked our head out in like at the lower level, and one of us peeked our head out like above the other one.
Dude, that was so funny. And the fact is, we didn't get anything done the first week because you weren't there, right?
Yeah, I wasn't there the first week. I don't remember why I wasn't there that first week.
I think you were sick. Cause
That sounds like me.
that was the that was the time where no, I don't know. I remember you were sick during the script. You your throat sucked or something.
Yeah, I was coming down with something at that time. I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was my third trip around the pneumonia phase.
You just got coronavirus early.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, so we did Ace Detectives, which I think Ace Detectives 2 would be dope. Still working. I'm not working on it. I have it finished. I have the script done. Just the filming it. Oh, Kyle. Oh, Kyle.
Honestly, I couldn't see it, and I was too distracted. Like, I kid you not, I wasn't even looking at my computer screen. I was thinking back on it, like, you know, like the stereotypical gaze to the
Yeah.
top left,
Yeah.
gaze to the top right as you're thinking about this. That's exactly what I was doing. And then all of a sudden, my controller vibrated, and I looked down. And I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Man, so or Ace Detectives. Great time filming.
It was a very interesting time filming that. It was super fun, and I think we certainly made the best out of out of a gang that, well, for one person in our party wasn't even a part of the class.
In Kamiar. Kamiar, for you who don't know, decided my sophomore year, Kyle's junior year, that he would show up every day to theater class because he had a no block, and he would just show up and he wasn't in the class.
Just for fun, and he didn't have to do any assignments. He wasn't part of the class, but he did help a lot with the class.
And I think he got an award in the theater banquet.
He did, yes. I think he was.
I don't remember what for, but I screwed myself.
Well, I don't remember. I know what it was for. It was because he was there when he didn't need to be.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
I have the
but
video.
I don't
I'll
remember
just
what it was called.
find it. But
I'm super proud of my award, King of Lights.
I mean, I got best director, so I'm just saying.
Best director, okay.
Nah, dude, doing the script.
I wonder why it calls you director, because you're the director, dumbass.
Dude, literally, like, even the day of, like, on stage, I probably smirked a little. Because the first time you said
Just
that,
because
I
you
died.
could hear me say that.
Yes. And for a while you said it, like, in rehearsals, like, as if you were actually gonna do it. But then I was like, Kyle, we can't do this, I'm gonna laugh. And so we didn't. Thank God.
I mean,
Instead, I
wasn't-
decided to mess up my lines. If I remember
Okay,
correctly,
yeah,
you
but
decided to lurk
like you
wait.
can really talk. I messed up my what? Third line?
Yeah, okay. I stuttered. I mixed up my words, but you skipped a line. Or no, you combined two lines when we
Yeah,
did the
I
script.
combined two lines, which ended up skipping one of your lines.
And then I was like, I heard and noticed what you just did.
Hard carry, by the way.
But the worst part about when I messed up, because I said lurk wait, and then I said it again. I was like, lurk wait. And the whole time, everyone was staring at me like I just looked into your eyes. I was like, I know I'm doing something wrong. Just give me a
Wait,
second.
what am I doing wrong? I can't possibly imagine what I'm saying wrong here.
But and then like going to like just every single rehearsal for that. Because I'll be honest, that was such an easy thing. We used to have to memorize the lines. And
Yeah, because we put on such like a minimalist show.
like
if
you
that makes
did not
sense.
have
like,
to try at all, really.
Yeah, for
Which
real.
made it so much fun because
Yeah,
everyone
it
in
made
the
it-
cast was awesome.
Yeah, it made it far more entertaining like that. And I think like huge props to Tristan and Ben as our directors
I think
for
they
that.
did a really
because-
good job.
Yeah, hands down, if they were not our directors for that, it would not have been that fun, and
Bro.
there's absolutely no way we would have been able to do all the things that
Well, I
we
know
did.
what I was most worried about. Oh, I'm not gonna make. Anyway, I was most worried about the hat throw. 'Cause
Honestly, like, I
I
wasn't actually afraid of the hat throw the most. I was afraid of, after I had, like, shoulder charged the boxes, that it would fall on some kid and he'd start crying in the front row. That was the most
you
terrifying thing
improv'd
for
that
me.
too. Like the time you did it, like one of our first rehearsals that we had the boxes. I think you just ran through them.
Yeah, I did,
It
and
was good. Everyone liked that.
every insert meme here, everybody liked
That's
that.
yeah. Everybody liked that.
I remember, I forget which time this was, but I remember Ryan and I stacking the boxes on top of each other like as much as we possibly could
Yeah.
one time, just in a vertical line. And I remember, like, it completely halted rehearsal, and because we were along pretty well, we didn't, like, they didn't
I
care.
feel
They
like
were just like, no,
everything
no,
we
go
did
ahead, see if you can
halted
stack on
rehearsal.
top of it.
I don't really remember. Like maybe one or two times Ben was like, "Okay, we should probably like get through some of this," but most of the time it was like, "We have it
Most of
figured
it-
out."
Yeah, most of the time it was super chill, and he was right when he said that, like, we should probably focus and, like, at least make it look like we're doing something. Yeah, he's right.
And like, I think doing the blocking, I think that was a lot of fun.
Blocking was a lot of fun. I find blocking to be a lot of fun normally because that's where you have free reign to do whatever you want, and if the director likes what they see, it can be put in the show, which is what I did for my my box shoulder charge. It's what I did for my turning my apron around and making it look like
Yeah,
a cape. It's
yeah.
what I did for my top hat during that whole spiel.
See, it was just so nice having the seniors direct, and like it was really chill. Like they were super cool about it, and like whatever you did, and this poor insanity of Mary Gerard, they
Oh my god.
got screwed because they had a lot of the freshmen, and like no hate towards the freshmen, it's just like you were new, and
Yeah,
none of them
and-
really wanted to be in it anyway.
And again, like the insanity of Mary Gerard, like I had never heard of of that play before, but after listening to it and like reading into it, what little we actually read into it, I was astonished that that was something that Rice let actually happen.
Yeah, because it was a really like weird like concept. Like I watched the whole play and I have no clue what was going on the whole time.
Yeah, I stayed and watched it myself. I had no idea what was going on. Like, and it was good at some parts. Like, they actually
Oh boy,
made
Kyle.
the spook aspect of it pretty good.
Fun fact:
There were,
Brooke was supposed to be the lead role, but she declined to be in the
but
script
to
with us.
yeah, she declined to be in the script with us, where there was no real lead role. It was just
Yeah.
a bunch of a bunch of weirdos that had lines.
Bro, Kyle, you gotta start going under the thing so you can jump over it earlier.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the script was so much fun. That's my
I-
favorite thing we've done in theater.
I agree. I will always remember the script, and I'm so upset that not as many people as I thought would laugh during that. You know?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Like-
think if I had any. I mean, there was some funny parts. Definitely.
I think there were a lot of funny parts throughout that whole show, but it's
I
it
think we
seems
definitely
ridiculous,
got a lot
but
of like
it's actually
smiles.
somewhat hard to remember them. You know?
Like, I think we definitely got a lot of like, oh, that was kind of funny, but none like, oh my god, that was hilarious kind of stuff.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. Yeah, for sure.
Like, but you know, it was still. I didn't really mind because I had such a good time. I wish we had more than one show day. Just to drag it
Yeah,
out.
for sure.
Oh, nice.
Mother.
Oh,
God.
oh,
All right, I'm
man.
down here now.
Okay.
No, we're fine.
Lots happening.
I jumped. I
then you just
disagree.
walked off.
I disagree. Well, I guess after the script leads us into senior year,
Yeah, I'd say so.
and
Well. Trying to think.
because
Yeah.
nothing else happened after the script, right? It was laid back until the end of the school year.
The script. I'm so happy we became good friends with Tristan though.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
Tristan, my guy.
But
subscribe to
apparently
Skinny
not good
Goof.
enough friends for him to stay after intermission. We'll get to
Dude,
that. here in
we'll
a
get to
second.
that. We'll get to that, Kyle. But
Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
yes, that's later on. But then we started my junior year, Kyle's senior year, with Miss Heinrich. Oh boy.
And honestly, it was the greatest experience in theater I have ever had, hands down. Like, Rice is not a bad teacher, but
He got so much going on
And-
with forensics. I was in his forensics class. He's an amazing forensics teacher. It's like crazy how good he is. But he does so much with them.
yeah, I think if he wasn't the forensics teacher and like all of these other things, and an English teacher,
Yeah.
so on and so forth, I think there could have been a lot more time dedicated to theater for him, and that would have made it better. But because the theater was obviously not his number one priority, and it was forensics, English, and all these other... Why did I fall there?
Oh,
And all of these
I thought I fell, but then I did.
other courses, like, it makes sense why theater was a bit unorganized.
Yeah. But
So,
Miss
and then
Heinrich
Miss
got
Heinrich... Who... Yeah, Miss Heinrich came around, and I suppose I should start with my end of the story of I was asked to sign up to do math tutoring, and the idea crossed my mind of what if I tutored for the fundamentals of drama class with this new drama teacher.
here you go.
just so I can help out here and there, you know? And I can confirm that that was easily, like, one of the greatest decisions I have ever made.
So how was that? Like, I've never heard much about you talking about, like, doing stuff with them.
Well, I suppose I'll start with my first impression of me introducing myself to the class. They all thought that I was a fellow student in that class, and I was some kind of jackass that sat in the back and chose not to sit at a desk and was on my phone the entire time Miss Heinrich was talking. That wasn't what I was doing, by the way. I was listening. They just thought I was some jackass because I wasn't sitting in the desk.
Yeah.
No, turns out I was their tutor. And throughout all of that semester, I learned a lot about what it takes to be a tutor and how one performs tutoring, if that makes sense.
Did you actually tutor anybody? Like,
Define tutoring, like, in that way.
Did you help
more...
people with theater stuff?
Kind of. When they would ask me about projects or how to do this, how to do that, I would help them with that. But I was mainly the individual that would help guide them along stepping out of whatever shell they happen to be in.
Yeah.
Because I was an outgoing individual. Beyond that, it was actually, it was a swell song and dance. I met a lot of individuals that I know today and still chat with.
How many of them went from, there to our theater class that we were in?
I'd say a good third of them did. The only reason so many of them didn't was because either A, they were just in the fundamentals of drama class to try and get an easy A, which they quickly learned there is no such thing as an easy A in a theater class. You gotta work for that stuff.
We had it pretty easy in the theater we were in.
Yeah, we weren't bad for the theater we were in, but there was certainly...
We gotta do something.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do in this case, my friend.
Oh, get this one out of blue. Let's go!
Oh my god, how did we do it? How do they do it, ladies and gentlemen? There's no way. Double overtime, question mark? Wait, unless... Dude, how did we do it?
No!
Nani!
Okay, keep these in. Play defense. Play defense.
We gotta play solid defense. Don't let these balls leave. Let go of me, dinosaur. These balls ain't leaving. Aw, son of a...
No.
Someone's gotta die here, and it's not gonna be red. Oh no!
Let's go.
Just keep these two in. Just
No!
keep these... No!
Come on!
Overtime! Yes!
We gotta get another one. Oh no!
Yeah, I'm getting one. I'm getting one right now.
No, we're good. We're good. Yellow's done for. No! No! We're done. We died. Oh!
Oh! It was right on the border.
What were we talking about?
I
mean,
oh, the amount of people that transferred into advanced theater after fundamentals. I'd say a good third of them did, and the only reason some individuals did not was because they thought it would be an easy A. Quickly they learned that it would be no such thing, and another semester of it, or just more theater in general, would not be their thing whatsoever.
Yeah.
And those that did go into advanced theater were pretty decent, or they enjoyed the class enough to stay in it.
I think I liked all the people that were in. Like, there's no one
I don't think
that
there
really
was not a
me.
single bad person in that class.
Yeah. And I met Ms. Heinrich during the Fantastics when she did that, because I walked up to her and she needed people to hand out whatever they're called, the things you get for the show.
Flyers?
I mean, yeah, but no.
Brochures?
Yeah, but what's the word?
The little handouts?
Yeah, but they're called something.
I don't remember what they were called, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
so
okay.
For the sake of the story, onward.
Yeah, so I handed out those for her, and then she probably forgot about me for a while until I was in her class. And
No, I talked about you every now and again.
Yeah, I think she's probably mentioned something about that. And she knew Eli, and like she saw good, like Eli and I were good friends. So that was cool.
Yeah, I met Miss Heinrich before school even started. Actually, I went into school a day early before all of the freshmen had their first day, and introduced myself and said, "Hey, I need to be a math tutor. Would you be willing to let me be your math tutor for your theater class?" And she was like, "Sure, that sounds great. I don't know what you do, but I'm sure we can think of something." And I said, "Okay, awesome." And then I turned into the improv leader, or
Yes.
improv with Kyle,
Good
is
old
what it
improv with
became.
Kyle.
And I taught them basically all of the improv games that I knew, and then I came up with some and even let them come up with some of their own as well. The first one I taught them was, do you remember the machine one, when one person would go up and they would make a noise, and then another
Dude,
person would
I
go
did
up and make a
not
noise
like
after
that
them?
one. I did not
That
like
was
that.
the
Was the
first one
first
that
one?
that was the first one that they chose to do. I said, I can teach you guys 3 different games. I can teach you guys a game called Freeze, I can teach you guys a game called Machine, and I can teach you guys one called I think it was House Party or something like that. It may have been an entirely different one. House Party may have been too hard to teach them at the time. I don't remember, but they chose Machine. So I taught them how to do it, and they caught along pretty quickly. But the noises that they made were strictly meme related or Vine related. I think we had a machine that was entirely about not using plastic straws, using metal straws, and save turtles.
Wow.
So, as you can imagine, it was a very interesting first run through of the machine improv game. And then I taught them Freeze, and they all loved Freeze, but none
Did
of them
they
would participate in
Yeah,
Freeze.
that's what I thought. I mean, if you have,
So,
it's just I don't like Freeze because the same people participate and everyone just watches them and like enjoys it. But
yeah, for sure.
the people
Like,
that go up
there's
there
not-
don't want to go up every time. They want to watch people do it. You know?
Yeah, they want to watch and have a laugh themselves. Like, at some points when it was going poorly, I myself would say Freeze, and I would go up there, and every time I would, someone in that class would say, "Ooh, Kyle's going up there."
Remember,
and I'm like,
it
dog.
was the seniors' last day, I think, and we played Freeze, and I went up there like 6 times, and instantly I
remember
got
that.
freezed,
I remember that. That was fun.
and that was annoying because that was the only time like I actually tried. And
yeah,
then,
and I think it happened many times in a row.
yeah, I got freezed like 4 times like instantly, and one time I went up there, I think Trey, like froze to be in a scene with me, and then he got up there and didn't say anything, and then Angie said freeze before he could say anything, and then she took me out, so we didn't even get to do a scene.
My only goal that whole time as their tutor was to try and help them get out of the shell they said that they were in.
Hmm.
And I think I did a pretty good job at that. And I think that then leads me into my time with God, that was close. With the Fantastics and how I got involved in that. I remember, like, it being a musical was like the #1 reason I didn't really want to be in it.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
the last time I
If it was
had
a play,
done
I
a
would have
musical,
gone in.
like, yeah, if it was an actual play and not a musical, I say a musical is not I make it sound like a musical is not an actual play.
Yeah, but like, it's a play with singing,
But if
and I'm not into that.
like I did Annie, I did my time in a musical, and Annie was rough.
I liked your
So-
song was my favorite in Annie.
We'd like to thank you, Herbert
Yeah,
Hoover.
that was the best song in the whole thing.
I remember what they told me was that all of their mics broke except for mine during one of the shows, or so the legend says.
I feel like
And
I
then-
think that happened. Yeah.
And that made me very uncomfortable.
I just remember I didn't make the baseball team because I missed 2 days of tryouts because I had to be there for the show.
Yeah, but let's be real. You had more fun at the show than you probably would have had
Yeah, probably.
at baseball.
And then like I also had a broken arm like a week before we did baseball tryouts, so
Oh yeah, that could cause issues.
Yeah. Okay, oh boy.
So I got involved in the Fantastics because I wanted to be a part of the show in some way, but I didn't want to be an actor. So I said, I know, I'll do stage management. That role of stage manager was almost immediately taken away from me from an individual who I believe to be the greatest stage manager May South has ever had, and her name is Lainey.
I thought you were gonna say something else. I was thinking Lainey. I mean, Lainey did one of the worst part about Lainey. She would move your stuff after you had said it somewhere on purpose.
Okay, like if there was any criticism I would have to give to Lainey, it would be please stop moving our stuff.
It's like I put it somewhere for a reason.
Yeah, we set it there for a reason, and it's so we don't lose it.
Oh boy, someone go to middle, someone go to middle.
Yeah, I'm here.
Someone go back to defense.
Oh no.
Oh, they scored again. Or did they not?
Yeah, they did. It's okay, we can still come back from this one. Yeah, like the greatest criticism I'd have to give to Lainey is to just please don't move the actor's stuff. We set it there so that we won't forget where it is.
Like, I understand if Miss Heinrich tells you, yo, move this somewhere, or like some of the actors say, hey, move this somewhere, then yeah, move it, but sometimes I'm like, where the heck is this? And then Lainey walks by, oh, I set it over there.
Yeah, it was like,
okay.
When it comes to like your personal stuff, that's like a huge no-no. Please don't move. Like, I would set my keys, phone, and wallet
yeah.
like at a specific spot, and when I would go back to look for them, they wouldn't be there. And of course, your natural primal instincts say they were stolen.
Oh, come on.
Typically is not the case. Also, I'm super upset that didn't go in. It's okay, I'm Pog.
Where were we? We were talking about Lainey. We can stop talking about her. Oh, but we never got into. I started theater vlogs.
Oh right, you started the theater channel, and
I started. I think at first I was making fun of Brooke because Brooke made vlogs.
Yeah, Brooke did vlogs, and then you like.
And then I just started vlogging everything. Yeah,
and then you started vlogging everything, and then you uploaded a video, and it just kind of took off from there as theater vlogs.
Yeah.
And it's fun to go back and watch those to see us go through the process of putting on a show and who we were while putting on a show.
Yeah, you don't think that, like, in watching those videos, you would think, oh, they probably didn't really try that hard. They didn't do that much. Because all the clips are basically us just messing around, but we tried sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes we did. Other times we were just, whatever.
Then I made, like, the Skinny Goof diss track.
Yes, and then the diss tracks came out.
So that was a lot of fun. But
all those videos are still up. Go out there and watch them. Good.
But Pygmalion, good time.
No, I suffer PTSD from Pygmalion.
Okay, well, the actual acting part. Well, for me it was a good time. I had like 20 lines, but
I can honestly confirm that was by far one of the hardest things I'll ever do while I breathe oxygen on this planet.
Okay, I mean.
Oh, I'm being slapped again in the same pattern.
Especially with Miss Heinrich acting, with her directing us for the first time. It was.
I mean, she directed the Fantastics before Pygmalion.
Yeah, but you weren't in that.
Okay, well, yeah, but still. But it was not a bad. Are you for real? I'm getting really unlucky this game. But yeah, Pygmalion was. It was fun to do at certain moments.
Oh,
like,
I just screwed myself.
When I was told that I would have one of the 3 lead roles and that I had to have an accent, I
forgot about your accent.
I was like, I don't know if you can hear me speak. Yeah, or lack thereof, especially. But I don't know if you can hear me speak, but I do not pronounce my S's correctly what makes you think that I could remotely do an accent of any kind?
Yeah.
And I tried. I really did. It's not that I didn't give it my A+ effort,
Honestly, I
go in
think
and
that
like.
instantly bothered me. Like even during our first read through, your accent was like, does he know we're trying to do British accents right now?
I
And
did. I did, and trust me, I was trying. Like there were some points when I just gave up because it was slowing down rehearsal, and I was like, I'm not gonna make these guys late for dinner or late to go home and do whatever because I can't speak in an accent correctly. I'll just work on it on my own time and read my lines in my natural
yeah,
American accent or whatever accent that I have, and just
there's
get through rehearsal.
okay. There's something I just remembered about the script that I don't want to forget because I think it was hilarious. Somehow, you guys got my phone right before the show, and I couldn't see anything. You guys were backstage whispering into my phone like you took a video. And so I think Brooke says, "Hey guys, this is Brooke. Something, something. The show's about to start. I'm really nervous." Then Ryan goes, "Hey guys, this is Ryan." And then Kyle comes up and whispers into the phone, "And I'm the nightmare that's like sleeps in your closet or something."
And I'm the nightmare that sleeps under your bed, is what I said.
And the funny thing is I didn't see that video till like weeks after the show. And I was like, what's this black screen video? And I heard that. Bro, I was freaking like, oh my god. Okay, it is one of these doors. And I just thought that was so funny. But
Yeah, I remember that too. That was a good time. All right, back to
Pygmalion stuff. What was
Yeah,
what was the favorite part about Pygmalion?
my favorite part about Pygmalion was probably just, even though I hated rehearsal because I didn't have an accent, I loved rehearsal because it was always fun to be around everyone there.
See, I think my scenes, for one, I'm barely in Act 1, so I like when we'd rehearse that, it'd be really easy for me. In rehearsing Acts 3 with Eli, which is when I think when he shakes my hand after I say Addy do 3 times, and he shakes my hand, and like Miss Heinrich or someone said, just look into his eyes when you shake his, and that's when you decided to blurt out, yeah, just look into his trash bag face.
No.
And that stuck.
Yeah, and that stuck like glue.
So, did I tell you about that? How I told Miss Heinrich to call me trash bag face?
I was not informed
She was
that you are.
taking roll. She was like the first day, and she said, if you go by something different, make sure to tell me. And she said Colin, and I said, actually, it's trash bag face. And she was like, oh right, okay. So
I love that.
yeah. Anyway.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think. What would you say your favorite act of the show was?
Act 3.
Act 3.
Because I was in it. And,
I mean, that's fair.
I think it was a fun act, like, because you, what's it, Grace, she had a lot of, like, good lines in that. Oh, I'm dead. I wasn't even paying attention.
I'm vibing.
I was not paying attention at all. But, Grace had a lot of, like, lines that got laughs, and I think with the people on the stage in here, they didn't laugh at some of my stuff. Like, depending on the crowd.
I laughed at you, Colin. I laughed at you staring out the window for a good 5.5 minutes.
Apparently my brother could not handle himself. He was, like, dying just watching me look out the window for 5 minutes. And,
yeah, he was dying.
like,
He thought that was so funny for some reason.
see, I thought it was funny. I thought so much was. I'm trying to remember, like, some specific moments, but it's just difficult.
Yeah,
There's
it's difficult
so
to
much
remember
went on.
specific moments.
There was the slap, obviously.
The slap was good.
That was
yeah.
iconic.
Yeah, that's an iconic slap. We will never forget that slap.
No, we won't. And it was definitely real.
And it was definitely real.
I'm trying to think of, like, a specific, like, moment during rehearsals that was just like we couldn't stop laughing. So I feel like there was
I
times
can
where we
think
were
of a
just
few.
dead. Speak.
There was one
please.
moment when like they always brought Sonic like every day.
Yes.
Eli and Grace did, and one time, Grace was saying, I forgot what her exact line was, but she was saying something along the lines of like, yeah, but I brought in the Sonic, and Eli
Eli.
responded with, yeah, you may have brought them, but I bought them.
Yeah.
And for some reason, that was the funniest shit that any of us had ever heard in all of our lives.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was good.
But I think the real kickers, the real knee slappers, is when Grace would say, Eli, you're not funny.
It's like
But
everyone was
everybody's
laughing. Even Grace would be laughing.
Yeah, even Grace would be laughing, and it would just be like, Eli, you're not funny. And we out here like, yeah, we beg to differ, actually.
Eli's funny. He's a funny guy. Good funny guy.
He is a good, funny guy.
We hate how good he is at everything, but no. You know, just
Yeah, for real. And can we talk about how he had a freshman cult?
He did have a freshman cult. All the freshmen seemed to really like him.
Especially the freshman females
Yes.
seem to really, and I emphasize that really. God, his hands are so.
Bro, literally. Anytime I talk about Eli, she's like, "Is that the guy with the really nice hands?" I'm like,
Is that the guy with the really nice hands? What do you fantasize about? I have to
Like-
know.
like, come on.
What brings you to say, "Oh yeah, that guy, that's the guy with the really nice hands"? What makes you think that? Okay, after Pygmalion, let's go past Pygmalion.
Okay.
Let's talk about You Can't Take It With You.
You can't take it with you. And
I
it's
I don't think I've ever been given such a good opportunity to play a character that is the most like me, other than my opportunity to play as Grandpa in You Can't Take It With You.
I just remember. By the way, I disconnected, so I'm just on the home screen. But keep playing it out. Better win. I think personally that we shouldn't have done You Can't Take It With You.
Really?
Because all of it, for one thing, I feel like most of us didn't want to do it because we just got done with Pygmalion and we were all so tired of just like acting and like it was just pointless to me to do it.
I mean, I guess I can see that.
And we had to like memorize all the lines and I don't know. I liked it. Like I liked the play, like the act we did. But I just think we should have like chilled out a little after Pygmalion.
I don't have the tail. It's not me.
Although the last day of my junior year, your senior year, we performed You Can't Take It With You. That was the day before spring break.
Ah, damn. I was right there too. Did you see how close I was to taking that dub?
Do you not hear me?
I had the tail. I had the tail at the end there, actually. What the heck? This game's rigged.
Just say you won, because I'm not. I
won.
disconnected.
I definitely took that dub.
Oh,
We'll
you
do
won?
post-editing.
Nice, Kyle. Let's go.
Hell yeah, man. I'm the best at this game. That's my second dub. I got my first crown through leveling up. Easy dub. Easy Fall Guys dub. That's interesting that you think that we shouldn't have done a You Can't Take It With You. I think it was very necessary, and I also think it is probably the most dramatic, and I say that with like all puns intended to this being a drama class, but it was the most dramatic way that we could have possibly ended the 2020 school year.
See,
and
I think I also liked my character Tony. I feel like Tony fit me pretty well. And then Burkazales, Eli's, Kolenkov. I think most of our characters fit us pretty well, and like I liked the fact, like, I would love to do that right now. I would be so down to just do stuff like that right now. But at the time, I just was not feeling it, and I don't think Eli was feeling it.
Oh yeah, Eli was definitely not feeling it, and I cannot blame him, like in any way. Him being Professor Higgins in Pygmalion, and then being tasked to memorize lines for Kalenkov, and you can't take it with you, while we're still preparing for Pygmalion, was probably like,
Yeah. Yep.
I felt anxious for him, even though I was Grandpa, who had a pretty decent amount of lines as well, and was also Colonel Pickering.
Yeah, I didn't have that many lines in either role.
Hmm.
But I still didn't feel like doing it.
Again, like, I don't think it really matters how many lines you had. If your heart wasn't really in the show, then you never really could have put on like the best show you could have done, you know?
And then we worked on the ads. I don't even remember when we did that. If that was, I guess that was just like a thing during Pygmalion.
Yeah, and we had, and this was over the summer, but we had like one meeting, maybe two, about doing these like what did she call it? It was like a back to school kind of thing. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. And then we didn't do it.
And then that like it dropped off suddenly, and I showed up that one day, and no one was expecting me to actually be there. They were just like, "Oh hey Kyle, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Good. I've got nothing to do over the summer. I'm here to help you out." And they were like, "Okay, great." And then they set me up with everything except for the group chat, and that was it. There was
because we only
no
had
more
that one
meetings,
meeting.
There was no more anything. Mm-hmm.
And I was so down to do that stuff because, oh, cool, I get to hang out with all these people again, get to make some vlogs maybe. And
Yeah,
then
for real.
we just had the one meeting.
I was so down to do something like that again. You have no idea how excited I was. To even though that my time there at our school was over, that I was still allowed to help out with the number one thing that I really loved about high school for me, which was acting with a whole bunch of dum-dums like myself.
Yeah, but then, and we spent, like, the meeting was supposed to be what? An hour, 2
The
hours?
meeting was supposed to be an hour and a half, no more, no less. We were there for like what?
Like 5 hours.
4.5, 5 hours?
From like 3 to 7 or something like that. It was crazy.
Yeah. And I remember how we left too. I remember listening to, I think you and Eli were talking, and then Isaac and Grace both looked at each other. And Isaac was like, "You want to get out of here?" And she was like, "Yeah." And he did a motion with his hand, like stand up in 3, 2, 1, and then they both got up at the same time. And then we all got up, like. And in my head, I was saying, you know what? Prove them wrong. Don't get up. And then all of a sudden, I subconsciously stood up with them, and I was like, no, what? This can't be.
See, the thing is, I think we were all thinking it. We were all thinking, oh, let's go. But, like, none of us wanted to say anything, because it's not like we weren't having a good time.
Yeah, it's not like we weren't having a good time or anything, but I think we all knew that we might be overstaying our welcome here.
Yeah.
And we should probably get going. So... And man, little did I know that was going to be the last time. Well, probably not the last time. I'll probably run into Isaac and Eli another time.
Are visitors allowed? Do you know at May South?
I'm actually planning on doing a little bit of research about that because, as I said, like the only days that I'm free of the week are Thursdays.
Hey, that's when I go to school. Show up during second block.
Yeah, that's the whole plan. Wake up. Make some breakfast, and
if you stay for encore, that's when the drama club's there. So
and then stay for encore and chill out.
But you need to. I saw this. We checked out the like scene shop and all whatnot a few days ago, and I just died. I'm
rip.
I'm so much better at this by myself. Like when I'm just like playing.
It's because you're the host of this podcast conversation we're having right now.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we checked out the scene shop. You need to paint your brick.
I do need to paint my brick. I I don't even know what to put on my brick. I'll probably put like a few of my best quotes that I've ever had.
I already know what I'm
Uh,
putting. I'm putting work late on mine because that was my most iconic moment on stage. And
work
probably Addy
late,
too, maybe.
work late, and Addy do. I think I'll put a few lines of Annie. I'll definitely put a few lines of the script, no question. I'll put a few lines as my professor, no, what?
You weren't That wasn't your part,
Colonel
Kyle.
Pickering. My time as Colonel Pickering. And I will also definitely put one of my lines as Grandpa. And I know which line I'm going to use for Grandpa. And said line is going to be, "Oh, the world's not so crazy, Mr. Kolenkov."
Bro. And then
Present me begs to differ.
the whiteboard has still not been erased with all the seniors from like 2 years
From
ago.
so long ago, like
Yeah.
Desi and
Yeah.
all of them.
How did you stay on right there?
I don't know.
And so,
Like,
yeah.
it's cool that it hasn't been erased. Like, part of me is always hoping that that thing just does not get erased ever.
Yeah. Like, who's going to erase it, you know? Like, imagine being the person that erases it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, not that I think that someone could be heartless enough to erase it, but there's no doubt in my mind that someone out there is gonna have, like, look at that board and say, "Why is this here?" and then erase it without having any kind of
Yeah.
knowledge of what that
Like,
means.
I have
to...
a picture of it, and I'm never gonna delete it because, like,
Yeah, for real.
I just like I like reading the senior stuff because I mean those people are like just really cool to hang out with, like my early high school years.
But yeah, I'll definitely do something with my brick eventually. Someday when I'm able to go in and visit, I'll doodle on my brick, and then I'd say bid my final farewell to that stage, but you all know I'm gonna be back.
Yeah.
I had 3 months taken away from my time there. Or 2.5 months, I should say.
Yeah.
So,
And
I
Charlie
plan
in
on
the Chocolate
visiting.
Factory.
I plan on visiting for the equivalent of 2.5 months, just so I can get my full time there.
Miss Heinrich asked us a question. It was, "What's a good story that you liked as a kid?" And somebody said, "Willy Wonka," and Miss Heinrich just looked at me. She was like, "Yeah, we had a few students that wanted to be in that play last year," and I was like, "Yeah, that's right, just a little bit." I think that would have been the most fun. You directing Willy Wonka, that would have been so much fun.
Yeah,
I just thought I was playing for a second, and I was like, "Okay, I'm going," but no, I was watching you. Okay.
Okay, so I can't make that, by the way. Lesson learned. Nah, guys, it's right here. Okay.
Good guess, even though it had to be right there. Oh, that guy's got wrecked.
Did you see that guy YOLO jump? Good lord. It's straight ahead, guys. Okay, well, I tried.
Oh boy, they're gonna get it. I'm counting them. How many are there? I don't think that there's 7 up there, so.
Alright, fellas. One person at a time.
Go.
That's it. I'll take second.
My guy.
We win those. We always win those.
Any other moments that you can think of?
Moments that I can think of in theater that honestly I'm not sure. I think I've said my piece with my history of theater, and now I want more. Like, I'm not done there kind of feeling.
Any college theater you want to do? Because isn't Ben in the Butler Theater?
Yeah, Ben is in Butler Theater, but to be honest with you, I am in no position to even try to do anything theater related in college because of my massively busy schedule as it is.
See,
And
I think I might ask Because Miss Heinrich told us to talk to her about like scholarships and stuff. And so I might talk to her about that. Because if I can get a scholarship, like I know I'm not that good at acting, but scholarship's a scholarship, you know?
Yeah, for real. Like there's absolutely nothing wrong with getting a scholarship, and there will never be anything wrong with getting a scholarship. Easy dub, by the way.
Wait. Kyle!
Oh, so it floats down.
Yeah!
I didn't know that. That's okay. Yeah, I don't have the time to do anything school related in college, unfortunately. So when I have free time, I just plan on showing back up there and helping out with whatever theater shenanigans you guys have got going on.
Yeah.
That's the plan anyway.
Alright, you dipping?
Yeah, I have to hop on a Skype call because I'm actually an hour and a half late for that.
Well, say something to theater peeps.
Theater peeps, the only thing that I have to say to you is please be patient with one another, and I'm sure you'll censor this, but don't be assholes to one another. It doesn't make it any more fun, nor
Did
does
not
it.
censor that.
Okay, cool. That's fine. They'll understand how passionate I am about it. Don't be that guy or gal. Try and make it fun for everyone because everybody is stressed about it enough already. That is all.
Well put, Kyle.
Good luck on whatever shenanigans you guys get up to.
Alright.
Wait, I'm not done yet! Can we talk about Tristan now and how he skipped out on us for the intermission?
Dude, I'm so happy you brought this up, Kyle.
Intermission of
I'm
Pygmalion.
sorry. My headset keeps turning off and turning back on.
If I have to say this one more time,
Okay.
we're picking it up another day.
Okay, so go fast.
So you know that one guy that skipped out on us for the intermission of Pygmalion?
Yes, I do know that one guy that skipped out on this intermission Pygmalion.
That guy, he's somewhat of a swell guy.
Yeah,
but I
love
highly
him, but,
recommend not subscribing to Skinny Goof on YouTube.
like,
Or following him on twitch.tv/Skinny Goof.
this guy, freaking, he leaves during intermission, and because he wanted to go stream Fortnite. After the play, I joined his stream. He has 0 viewers. He left to have 0 people watching.
He left to have 0 people watching his Fortnite stream.
So,
And I was like, dog. My emotions shattered.
yeah.
My respect for him, still as high as it was. I don't really blame him. But still, I was emotionally hurt that he did not stay after the intermission of Pygmalion.
I mean, I guess
especially because,
sitting through Act 5 is kind of hard, but you know.
yeah, I mean, sitting through an act where you're not actually in the show, but you
Yeah.
are an actor in it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I was bored
It gets
for a lot
hard
of
just
the
trying
show.
to sit back there. Yeah.
Oh,
for
can
real.
we speak about one more time real quick?
Okay, sure.
The time where we were doing a scene change and Lainey turned the lights on before she was supposed to.
And Lainey turned the lights on before she was supposed
I remember
to.
I was in the very middle stage because I had to move the ottoman in the very middle. And they had opened the curtains a little early, but just
Mhm.
barely. And usually they open early because you still can't see us with the lights like as turned off as they were. And
Yeah.
Lainey started turning the lights on. And I was just looking at the audience right there on the stage. And I know I said something. I just don't remember. I don't remember if I was in character or if I said. I just wish I remember. I know it was so funny what I said. I just can't remember what I said, but
Probably said Addy do. And then
I think I
walked off
did.
stage.
I'm pretty sure I said Addy too. We'll be right back. Something like that. That was Australian. Speaking of, I can't do a British accent anymore. It's all Australian because I've been watching.
It's all Australian.
I've been
now.
watching Australian streamers, and so now every time I try British, it comes out Australian.
Damn.
So good eye, mate.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, I remember that. And I want to say I was out there on stage too when that happened. And I had to run off stage and almost tripped and fell.
That
on
was
my
the
way
worst
out.
rehearsal when we did like 30 scene changes in one rehearsal.
Oh my god, that was the worst.
Miss Heinrich kept going, "Let's do one more." I'm like, "Oh, I think we got it."
Let's do one more. I remember being super peppy about it though. Like, all right,
Yeah.
let's speed run this
I
stuff.
remember being like, she wanted it down to like 30 seconds, and we were doing it in like 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, we can get it down to maybe like a minute, but in 30 seconds, I
Yeah,
can't. And we can't see; it's pitch black, so it's hard to maneuver.
Yeah, and the last thing we want to do is break something because I think we broke the lamp once.
I remember Eli laid down on the couch once, and like during our rehearsal, and
Mhm.
something fell off. I don't remember what it was, but something like went off
Yeah,
the table.
something had happened.
But anyway,
But
I know you have
yeah,
to
for
go.
sure.
I appreciate
Yes,
your time on the show.
yeah, thank you for having me. I am totally willing to be back here whenever you need me. Whenever you're lacking some content, just hit me up.
So Kyle, right now I'm lacking some content. Would you
Okay,
be
well, unfortunately, I'm an hour and a half late for a Skype call.
with his
So
girlfriend? I'm assuming. So you
Yes.
don't want to get on her bad side.
Yeah, for real. So she's probably gonna let me have it after she asks where I've been. I'm gonna respond with, "Oh, I was doing a podcast with my friend from theater."
So
That's how much I appreciate you guys.
yeah.
I'm taking this L for you.
um, how do you end like this?
How does one end a podcast?
Well, I mean, it's a video.
And end a video the way you would end any other video. Put in, put in one of Grace's.
Thank you. That's perfect. Okay, I'll just
Put in
cut.
one of-
I'll cut straight to that.